They're also attacking you for other ridiculous reasons. They're saying that you said to a crowd of Christians that they won't have to vote in the future.
Yeah, let me say what did I mean by that. I had a tremendous crowd speaking to Christians. I mean, this was a crowd that liked me a lot. I think I'm at 97% or something. And they're treated very badly by this administration, okay? Catholics are treated unbelievably. They're like persecuted. And if I might say, before I go into the other, Jewish people, if you're Jewish and you vote for Biden or the Democrats or Kamala or whoever's going to run, I guess it's going to be her. But if you voted for her or the Democrats, you should have your head examined, because nobody's ever been treated so badly by this. This administration is destroying Israel, et cetera, et cetera. So with respect to like a statement like I made, that statement is very simple. I said, vote for me. You're not going to have to do it ever again. It's true, because we have to get the vote out. Christians are not known as a big voting group. They don't vote. And I'm explaining that to them. You never vote. This time, vote. I'll straighten out the country. You won't have to vote anymore. I won't need your vote. You can go back to
you
not
meant you don't have to vote for you because you have 4 years in office.
Look. Christians are known. You know who else doesn't vote? Gun owners don't vote.
But just to be clear, what you're saying, though, you're not saying it's being interpreted, as you are not surprised to hear, by the left as well. They're never going to have another election. He's saying there's not. So
first time I've even heard.
Can you even just respond to that?
I said Christians. I started off by saying, just so you understand, you never vote. Christians do not vote well.
Welcome back. It is a new day. We thank the good Lord it's a new day. Thank God it is a new day. So good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. It's me, WJ, again on our channel, One Life, many seasons. President Trump is going to answer the question. Are you going to debate Kamala Harris? I think it's a good interview because now he could speak for himself, which I think it's going to be a yes. I don't see why not. I'm not sure under what condition he wouldn't have to, because I think it's required. People want to know what you're bringing to the table. So we go on. But one thing he just said that I wanted to point out before we just go on, talking about Christians, I think is right. President Trump is right. A lot of times Christians will say things like, I don't want to be involved in politics. I think you should. Faith without works is dead. You have to have faith, and also you have to do something to get it actioned. We're not saying be involved in a negative way, just in a positive way. Vote. Have an opinion. Have a voice. If you don't vote, you can't have a voice. You can't complain and blame it on God and say, God, what are you doing? God has given us the wisdom. Give unto Caesar what belongs to Caesar. It's time to vote. Pray about your vote. Let God speak to you. Whatever you have peace doing, do that. But vote.
They vote in very small percentages. Why? I don't know. Maybe they're disappointed in things that are happening. But for a long time, I say, you don't vote. I'm saying go out. You must vote. November 5th is going to be the most important election in the history of our country.
Absolutely.
Whether you vote early or not, we should have, by the way, one-day voting. We should have voter ID. We should have proof of citizenship. And we should have paper ballots, okay? That's what we should have. But we don't have that. But I said to the Christians in the room, thousands of them, I said, typically Christians do not vote. Why it is, I don't know. You're rebellious. Something's going on.
Hey, I can't fault him for saying that. That's an act of rebellion. Why aren't you voting? You're sitting at home. You have every right to vote. It's your right to vote. Pray about it. At the end of the day, all the plan, all the outcome, God understands. But you should still do what you're going to do. Don't ever underestimate your one vote. It does matter. One vote matters. So let's do it. Let's go out and vote. Let's stop being rebellious. Okay?
Don't worry about the future. You have to vote on November 5th. After that, you don't have to worry about voting anymore. I don't care, because we're going to fix it. The country will be fixed, and we won't even need your vote anymore, because frankly, we will have such love. If you don't want to vote anymore, that's okay. And I think everybody understood it. I didn't know there was any.
Yeah, well, I mean, because it's the constant refrain. I mean, after they have done all the things that we've talked about tonight,
horrible,
all of the things,
Russia, all the things,
and dump their guy of 52 years, just dump him to the side. So they do all that, and then they say, well, no, you can't vote for him because he's literally never going to leave office. They're actually still saying that.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's wiser than that. They know, everyone knows the Democrat would say anything and everything just to get what they want. They'll say anything and everything just to get what they want. I mean, there are rules in the country. So if a president decides he doesn't want to leave when it's time for him to leave, he will be forced out. There are ways we could do that. So this is not it's only in the third world country they could do that. Even then, they have to be careful how to do it, but it's still possible. But that does not apply. You can say what you want as a president. I'm not going to leave. When it's time for you to leave, you will leave. Okay? That's not a problem. So that's just a talking point for the Democrats. Just a talking point, because they love to talk. They talked about Biden. He's the best. He's fit. Where is Biden today? And somehow it just makes me feel who is running the country right now? God forbid something happens right now. Who do we look to? I mean, everything's so chaotic, so confusing right now. Who is running? Well, the truth is, really, even when Biden was there, he wasn't really the one running it. I could tell you that much. So anyway, still want to hear President Trump's validating whether he's going to debate Kamala. In my opinion, which would just be a walkover anyway, because
it's just unbelievable.
But you will leave office after 4 years.
By the way, and I did last time.
Of course.
I kept hearing, he's not going to leave. He's not going to leave. Look, they are the ones that are a threat to democracy. Number one, they had an incompetent man as president, okay? Now they have somebody who's worse. She's sort of incompetent. She's not very smart, but she's very radical. Very radical. She will try and defund the police. She's going to try and defund.
Is she more of an extremist than most
Bernie.
Americans today still understand?
Than Bernie. They say more than Bernie. More than Bernie Sanders.
He endorsed her.
Bernie Sanders is a major lunatic, okay? She's worse than Bernie Sanders. Now, she's trying to come back. She got rid of the laugh.
This is why most people like President Trump, okay? He says it as it is. You know, without any holdbacks. He says what most people are thinking in their minds but wouldn't want to utter, wouldn't want to say. But he says it on people's behalf. That is funny.
Notice I haven't seen that crazy laugh that she got. She's crazy. That laugh, that's the laugh of a crazy person. But I noticed that she's not using that laugh anymore. Somebody convinced her, don't laugh, just don't laugh. Don't laugh under any circumstances, because
I like laughter, but sometimes.
Not her laughter.
But she claims now she's tough. She's tough on crime. She was a tough prosecutor. Never the borders are.
She was a bad prosecutor. She was a prosecutor of black people. She put thousands and thousands of black people in.
Black people, are you listening? Don't be fooled. She will say anything and everything to get your vote. Let's be wise. I'm not telling you who to vote for. I'm just saying pray hard, think well, and execute. Status quo is no longer the norm. We can't just keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. We know what they call that. Insanity.
Jail over marijuana. But when it came to big crime, murders and everything else, she was weak. She would love to go after Trump. You know, she says, oh, Trump, 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 I did nothing wrong. They did a lot wrong, but I did nothing wrong. This was a totally manufactured deal. This was an attack on a political opponent. And she was involved in that with Biden. And so far, it's backfired because people know this was an attack on a political opponent. She was a bad prosecutor in San Francisco. She led the cashless bail and all of the different things. She was the first of all of the bad prosecutors that have allowed. You know, if you look at the 25 top cities, they're basically all Democrat. The prosecutors are weak. She was the early. She destroyed. She's a San Francisco liberal.
They're pushing for debates with you.
Yeah.
It went down in flames for them last time, but they think this is they're going to get you. So you've been kind of a little unclear about whether you're going to debate or not. Will you commit tonight to debating Kamala
So I
Harris?
like debating. I like debating. I've done a lot of debates, and I've won the debates. I think they say I won the election because of that. I don't mind. They were pushing for this early debate. I said, why do we want to do an early debate? It didn't make sense to me.
I wouldn't do it. She's still not confirmed yet. I can commit to a contingent debate. In other words, contingent on her confirmation. Yes. But until then, I won't commit to it. That's just me. But President Trump can speak for himself, obviously. But again, the Democratic Party is known for last-minute flips. I will not be shocked. I am telling you, I will not be shocked if they came back and said it's Michelle Obama at the DNC, at the convention. You can't trust these people, man. You don't know until you know. That's the story of the Democratic Party. So you just got to wait till it's all said and done. Even then, you still got to be careful with them. But let's see.
I was right, but for the wrong reasons, right? I want to do a debate, but I also can say this. Everybody knows who I am, and now people know who she is. She's a radical left lunatic. She'll destroy our country. She wants open borders.
Then why not debate her?
Well, wait.
She has destroyed the country's border because it was her responsibility. Kamala. I am still waiting. Americans are still waiting on the root cause analysis. The one responsibility she was given. 4 years we're still waiting. Where is the root cause analysis report on the border crisis? And she has the audacity to come and say she wants to run for president. Again, I don't know a job where you do not perform on your current job, and the next thing you get is a promotion. Please let us know. A whole lot of us will like to apply for that job. That's what happened to Kamala. Totally unproductive. And I'm just not sure why black women, we just getting so carried away with, oh, she's a black woman. What is wrong with us? And this is the problem in the black family. When you make decisions on just sentiment and emotions, you crash. That's what happens. You crash. Even if you are going to be voting for her, let it not be because of her gender and her race. Let it be about something productive.
But because they already know everything. She wants to defund our police. She wants no bail. She wants no cash. You kill somebody and we're going to release you immediately. They call it cashless. By the way, this has been a horrible thing for our country. This has been what I just said. But we know where she is. She wants high taxes.
Well, they're going to say you're afraid of debating her. That's what they're going to say.
Well, they said that with Biden, too. You know, I was afraid.
There you go.
I did great with Biden, and I did great in every debate. I've had a lot of debates.
But you're winning on all the issues,
But, you know,
right?
I'm leading in the polls by, I think, a lot. I don't know. I hear different numbers. But I'm leading in all of the polls. I'm leading big in all of the swing states. And I say this. The answer is yes, I'll probably end up debating. I think actually the debate should take place before the votes start being cast. You know, I had a very good second debate with Biden. I really beat him badly. The problem was 30–40% of the votes were already cast. If you're going to have a debate, you got to do it, I think, before the votes are cast. I think it's very important that you do that. So the answer is yes, but I can also make a case for not doing it. Also, I don't like rewarding fake news. I don't like rewarding the people that have been, if they're going to make tens of millions of dollars with this debate. I don't like ABC. I think it's a terrible, terrible.
Honestly, I think this debate that would be happening should be on President Trump's terms, because the first one was on Biden's terms, and now that's a total waste of everybody's time. Again, even though I feel like on the red side, the Republican Party, that's a total waste of time and the American people, because now Biden is no more. But on the Democratic side, it was actually their strategy to get Biden out. They knew he wasn't capable, he wasn't fit. That was their excuse to say, Papa Biden, Papa, I think it's time to go. So knowing that, they put him on the stage to just make a foolery of him. How sad. I don't really like the fact that the Democratic Party did that to Biden and the way they treated him after that. But I'm glad he's finally, going to relax and rest and think of more positive things, because I think Biden is a decent man. I think he was used and abused by the Democratic Party. That's my opinion. But that's it.
Outfit. I don't like that ABC is going to get rich. George Slopadopoulos, as I call him. I don't like these are such bad people. I don't like that ABC is going to get rich. I don't like, and I will say something that when CNN did the last one, they were very fair.
I think they were.
Jake Tapper was very fair.
Well, maybe just you and Vice President Harris in a room together with no moderators.
I don't mind that. I don't mind anything. Look, I don't mind. We can do any form of a debate. When they asked me to do the debate, they didn't think I was going to do it, because they were going to offered me the two heads, the two announcers, whatever you'd call them, the referees, call them whatever you want. But I have to say, they were both very fair. It was CNN. They wanted to sit down. I said, no, I don't want to sit down. You can't sit down. They want to sit down. They offered me everything that I couldn't accept, and I accepted it. I accepted everything. And we had a debate. It was a great debate. It was actually, maybe it was a mistake. Maybe I shouldn't have debated so well, because if I didn't, that was the end of him. Because from that day on, you could see that he was not going to be, in my opinion, I said, I don't think he's going to make it anymore. Now I have her. I would rather run against her than him. I think she's easier than he is.
Well, there you have it. President Trump has come out to answer all of the crazy questions. Oh, he's afraid of debating. He's not going to debate. He doesn't want to debate a black, strong woman, an independent woman. She's black. All the shenanigans. There you have it. There you have it. So we will have the debate. We just don't know when. And again, from my standpoint, I just think President Trump, I guess you could say he's committed to it unofficially, but it will be official when Kamala becomes official herself. So I can't wait to see the debate. I stated this in my prior video, and I'll put the link up there. President Trump should just go on the debate stage. You don't have to fight her. She's going to want to use the gender and race thing, black woman thing on you. Don't let her put you in that corner. Just go there, get on the stage, state what you have done. You've been the president before. This is not foreign to you. It's foreign to her. She's actually the one under pressure. Kamala is the one under pressure. She did not do a good job as a VP. Totally unproductive. She's never been a president before. She doesn't even understand what it's like to be a president. Heard so many bad news about her staff turnover rate. So many things. So President Trump should not really worry. Just don't let her corner you with the race and gender thing. State what you have done and ask her to tell the American people and the global world, what have you accomplished, Kamala? Tell the people what you've accomplished to make you think you deserve this role as the president of the United States of America. And if she doesn't answer it, as we know, she's very prideful and has this ego, answer it for her. Go full Tulsi Gabbard on her. State it all out and just leave it. Let her run her mouth, because you know she's going to get all emotional and, sentimental, and she's going to want to start saying things. Just don't go back and forth with her. As a matter of fact, for the most part, say little things about her and just tie Biden back to her. Debate her like you're debating Biden. And just keep mentioning Biden, because she wants to segregate herself from Biden's record. We cannot let that happen. She's part of that record. So debate her like you're debating Biden. Only make references to her. Back and forth every now and then. Again, thanks for stopping by. God bless you, and I'll see you soon.